Oh, hold on.
Oh, that's game. Two of them outside the house last night. We've got one now.
We've
Okay.
got fair. At our
We're
house.
going.
Actually, we've lost several cats, I'm pretty sure it's the owl.
Yeah.
Are we ready?
Mhm.
Whatever, please rise for the flag.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We will open the Newton County Council organizational meeting, first meeting of July 26th. Happy New Year, everybody.
Be near.
And here we go.
Mhm.
First on the agenda, election of officers. Nominate Scott Carlson for president.
Second.
Now, I don't have to be there if somebody else wants it. Any other nominations?
Did you second that? I think so.
If not, we have a nomination of Scott Carlson for president from David, seconded by Tom. Any discussion, all those in favor of that nomination, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Vice president.
I nominate David Atkinson.
Accept.
I second that.
Motion from Tom, seconded by Nick. Any other nominations? All those in favor of David as vice president, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried, and we don't do a secretary.
No, it's in the IC code that I'm your secretary unless you guys do something different.
Do you want to do anything different?
No, this is too easy, just you can send it.
I don't know about that.
Do we need to do anything for Linda?
We can do that whenever you would like.
I'd make a motion to retain Linda as the attorney for the council.
I second that.
Motion from Nick, seconded by Matt to retain Linda Harris as the council attorney. Discussion. You know, it's kind of a year experiment on both, and I think it went well. I mean, do you have anything, Linda, any reservations about doing both again, or?
No, I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I've learned a lot and I think this year will be more streamlined now that I'm into it and I
Well,
appreciate it.
we're all kind of used to having just the one attorney now.
Right.
Yeah.
And I appreciate it. Thank you.
So we appreciate it.
Any other questions, comments, discussion on the motion to retain Linda? If not, all those in favor of that motion, say aye. Opposed? Motion carried. So, is there anything else on that end? And maybe before we get into board appointments?
Mhm.
So,
Well, I can, I'll just, the few that were up there, just to let you know, for 2026, when it comes to additionals, they have changed. When you do an additional, I do not have to advertise in the newspaper anymore. But I do have to have it uploaded into Gateway 14 days before your guys' meeting, so that will be a huge savings. That we're not having to pay that extra cost in the newspaper. But everybody will still have to get me on time, and then I have to put it on Gateway, and then the public will still be able to, that's where they'll have to go instead of looking in a newspaper for it.
but it'll still save, in lots of cases, quite a bit of time, because you're always having to wait for the weekly paper, and it's gotta be in a week ahead of that comes out, and so.
Is it, sorry, go ahead. Is it 14 business days or is 14 calendar days?
It's 14 calendar days. So I know I have an additional for you guys for the 20th. I have to have it in today. And I confirmed that. I went to my rep from the DLGF and they confirmed because I was getting lost and everything. They were going back and forth and I wasn't the only one. So matter of fact, right before you guys' meeting, I confirmed that because I knew I had an additional coming to you guys. So.
Whereas before this, that would have definitely been a February edition. And we got a few newspaper. Well, I think that's a good thing. That will speed things up.
Yeah, that way, as we were saying earlier, at least we won't have to wait from the day it's presented to the day it comes to us.
Just so you want
Or the day
that.
we talk about it to the day it comes to us for a decision.
But you guys have to do
Right.
it.
And I
Very.
think it'll be-
Yeah, I think it's.
Judy might not realize.
So board appointments, if there's nothing else, you have anything else there?
No, I'm good.
First one on there is Bob Gonzi, and we're looking at his email from the 14th of December where he said he does not wish to be on any boards, be it KIRPC or adult education.
That's true.
Well,
They only meet quarterly, I can tell you that. From what I was with, talking with Abby, because she sits on that.
what- Yeah, the first page.
Yeah, very first. It's in
On the
green, but it's, yeah, yeah.
Anybody, and I believe this has to be a councilman. We can't do it without.
Mr. Keller, the principal at South Newton High School, has also stepped down from this board. So that leaves us with,
It's none of our appointments.
right, but that leaves like no one actually from either one of the schools.
And they might have fulfilled, I don't know. That was just the last that I reached out for these. And it's not necessarily mine,
How often do they meet?
quarterly,
They meet more often.
at the government center. Actually, in the adult education room. It's down the west wing.
I can do it.
Or south.
It doesn't matter. If you want to do it, you can have it.
I'm happy to, I'm on, so that's fine.
I'll need a motion.
They want to be once a quarter.
There's just have to be a motion. Yes, and second, I make a motion to appoint Matt. Second. We get all the questions. Motion for Matt, seconded by Tom, to appoint Matt Walsh to the Adult Education Board as the council representative. And those are just one-year terms.
Yes.
Any other questions or discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, motion carried. Community services.
Back up to your ABC board, your alcohol board.
Virginia Lang.
Yes, she does enjoy going to that. I haven't heard any difference, so I have asked her.
She wants to
Mhm.
just
And she comes faithfully every month.
Move to maintain Virginia Lane as our representative for the outdoor beverage.
motion by Tom, second by Nick to retain Virginia Line as the alcohol and beverage board representative of the council. Discussion. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, motion carried. Now we're down to community services.
Yeah.
Been to a couple of meetings and enjoyed it. They haven't tried to fire me yet, so. Remember, a year, I was looking through some old emails, a year ago in January. Board said they wanted to get rid of the council and commission appointments. So I think that's obviously changed. So
My understanding.
That.
No, they tried,
They try to change their bylaws and stuff, and part of it was, well, if you wanna continue getting your money, then you'll have representation, so
wait,
there's.
I'll move to maintain David Atkinson as our representative for previous services.
Second. Motion, seconded by Matt, the returning David Atkinson with the council representative of community service. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
County planning.
You want to stay on that, David?
I enjoyed doing that, yes.
I know you always attend.
I'll move to maintain David Atkinson as our representative for the county planning commission.
Second. Motion by Tom, seconded by Nick and Matt. David is the council representative on the planning commission. Discussion. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Do I need more?
It's another time.
Development is what I see.
Bethany has expressed she wants to stay on the board as, because the right wants to stay here. He asked me if we were making these appointments today, yes. See that on the agenda, I said no, but it didn't seem proper. I would not make that.
I'd like to table this one, I'd like to talk about it, just get her take on it directly from her. As well, if that's okay, we table it till next,
So it's,
if no one has any objections
what
to that, table this. till
as
next
of this morning, that's what we think anyway, I thought it was voting on this today.
Okay.
So I expect it, yeah. So that's-
Okay, perfect, perfect.
I think that on this one. There's a lot of, there's some concerns in general public about. Two of the three board members being directly connected with their report, but it's been brought to. Some people's attention, and things, you know, there's a best, so I think it's something you need to find. You can maybe talk about it more, we can everybody
Well,
see.
I think the idea is talking to Bethany Brad and, let them know what we,
Some of the concerns.
yeah, and then we can just handle this in a different position. Who was it that we were talking to, Dave?
East Ninth Road.
Back
He
around?
texted me this morning, and said, David, I haven't seen anything on the agenda for board appointments. Marijuana. So,
I think he sent an email, so.
Yeah, I mean,
Thank you, Don.
I was curious if it was somebody else.
That was Mike, but he had expressed last in December, he thought we might make appointments for this year in December.
He did.
And so he wanted very much to have Bethany reappointed. So. Who's on? I know Carl and Mike Davis. Who's associated with Gary DeSense?
Bethany,
That's what that says, that what it says there.
Okay. Line,
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
And that's, I mean, I'm not saying anything about that, but that's what brought to my attention, which concerns it, right?
Okay.
Okay, given time economic development village next.
Did you get anywhere on that?
What, was there a vote on tabling it?
No. Thank you.
Yeah.
If we have one.
Yeah, make a motion to table.
I have Matt and I didn't.
Development. Position until our January 20th meeting.
Second.
Motion by Matt, second by Tom, to table the economic development appointment to go to January. Meeting. Yeah. All those in favor of the motion to table, say aye. Aye. Opposed. Now, given economic, you're gonna talk to somebody about that.
We had spoke with Evan Kindig last year since he was already involved pretty much in that capacity. Katie has lived out of state for, well, she's back in state, but she's still out of county. And he was in agreement to take that over. It was discussed within their town board. And then Tammy and I discussed it recently, so I don't know if there's a more
I don't believe so.
formal way that needs to.
Well, we need to make the appointment.
Distribution.
So what was the name?
Evan Kindig.
Good guy.
So is that a motion?
Yes, I'll make a motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion from Heidi, seconded by David to appoint Evan Kindig to the Goodland Town Economic Development Board. What's the length of those things?
I'll have to find out.
Any other questions or discussions? All those in favor of the motion to appoint Evan Kindig, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Oh, this is,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking myself.
which one?
Help.
No. So she is our appointment for sure,
Yes, she is.
and she is up this year.
Yes, she is. She thought she was last year, and then she had then said she would still like to stay on at that point, but her term wasn't up. We said we'd have to come back and address it this year.
I have not talked to somebody else.
I haven't even seen her today. I thought about it.
She was here earlier because they have hired or wanting to hire a health nurse. And then they had someone in the office, the vital records person resign. They're moving to another spot. But it's up to the commissioners to hire the health nurse. It's the recommendation from the health board.
Sure how that works.
I thought and we confirmed that today.
Yes, I pulled the statute.
Is there a perspective from your house nurse, is that what you're saying?
The
Okay, did they hire them?
commissioners didn't,
They tabled it
Table of this.
because they didn't have any information.
Okay, if they have someone that's will do it, so that's not true.
Just a minute.
Crystal Clybourne.
My concern is the Republic Foundation.
And it has to be a party affiliation.
It could be flip flopped if you found 4Ds. Then you could do 3Rs. Council's still, they're reaching out. They think they found, or commissioners are reaching out. They think they possibly found where Ray Chambers is. They're reaching to see if someone can go in that spot, and they are a D.
What is Ray clear?
Ray's a D. He was,
That's right.
or still is, but
So, what is the GP and the MD and the RN? What are-
general public. RN is a nurse, a registered nurse.
And he's a doctor.
So that was for some reason been rather than.
And she's part of a research party is,
I think they're only required to have one nurse, I think, with that too.
Mary Ann Augustine, she's retired, so, and she has not kept up with her license. So she's not a registered nurse anymore. But she still is a nurse.
I think it's names otherwise correct, no one else resigned.
No, these names are correct. I keep working with Kaylee on them, or Kayla.
So if Mary Kay had expressed the desire to remain on the health board, it was in one of our meetings last year. Yeah. And I'm not so sure her mind would have changed.
And I believe she's the president.
So with that being the case, I'd just make a motion to maintain Mary Kay on which on the representative on health.
With was that, would we feel better if we had verification? I mean.
I mean, she
what
was,
procedure? I mean,
you
just
can,
that way,
Doesn't accept it.
I'm sure if she didn't want to, she would have spoke up
Right.
by now.
Tom, motion by Tom, seconded by Nick to retain Mary Kate Emmerich as the council representative on the health board. I mean, well, for you to get it. Discussion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Whoopsie. One.
Want it?
I don't remember if I'll take it. I remember last year you said that you would do it, and then Bob jumped up and said that he's like doing, and had all the experience with coaching and being of the Napa Town Board, so.
It's not necessarily on my bucket list of things to accomplish. I don't.
So that piece of paper that has the colored on it, right there, I think they meet quarterly. Their meetings are there, right?
Yeah, the worst part's the May 28th and the October 29th. Yeah.
If you don't genuinely want it, if we're just doing it so it gets filled, I would be willing to take that appointment. But you have background with it, so I obviously would probably make.
Background with it's not very, there's not a lot to it. I didn't attend meetings.
Well, if you would like it, I
If you will attend,
I'll make the motion to appoint Heidi to the courtesy board. That would be just a representative for the council.
second. It's gonna find it out here. Motion by Chip. Seconded by Tom to appoint Heidi McGinn to the courtesy board as the county's representative. Discussion? Whether the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion. Thank you, Heidi.
Stepping back one, Mary Kay would like to stay.
She's already voted, so.
She hasn't chosen.
So I did. You stopped. Stuck for another year. Did we all need to sign this?
I think it's just the president and I filled out most, but I didn't know who the president was gonna be, so I can finish.
Signatures of.
All, okay. All right, then yes, that is one. Then it's the other one that doesn't require all of
You
them.
want to sign this before she puts the name in the top, or we sign it, get around with that. So.
It doesn't matter which line, just down below, there's 6 or 8 lines. So your next one I have is the Brooke Iroquois, Maxine Dyer, and your other paperwork right there to your left, Scott, is they're requesting for her. If you guys would appoint her again.
Any motions on the appointment of Maxine Dyer?
I'll make a motion.
For a second. Motion from Heidi, second by Net to. So reappoint Maxine Dyer to the. North Carolina, Washington Public Library Board. Second. All those in favor of the motion, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Signature of appointed officials, that's probably the one I need to be on.
I think so.
Give me a while, but send
Yes.
Like not having take service, you know, take services, right?
We don't usually get a recommendation from this town. Good balance. The Morocco Economic Development, with Jason Cornell currently. He is on the board, and technically it's been a member of the board.
He's on the Rocket Company?
Oh, shit. You have less problems, I talked to him the other day, but we didn't discuss that. And what he thought to get it for him, so he might have said something. What is those? We can tell you what type of plan and so we check with him. If you want, whatever you guys want to do. Or we can appoint Nick Vanderwall.
Are we checking with Jason? There are a couple changes, they're not our changes. I don't know if
For who?
on the Goodland Library, if Nick's checking with Jason anyways. Candace Krug has stepped down from the library board. And Kay Babcock took her place.
Who?
Kay Babcock took Candace's spot, and then Jordan Phillips stepped down and that spot's currently vacant.
Which one was that?
That's on the Goodland Library Board. Candace stepped down and Kay Babcock took her spot, and then Jordan Phillips stepped down.
Replacement for Jordan?
No, it's vacant at this time.
I'm kind of almost to the point like taking those off because I can't keep up. And on their website, that's who these people still are. Kate Babcock's not on there yet. Even when I went through
Well, I noticed
looking.
when I went through and looked at the list that you have Letitia on there now, but it's still not
Right.
Steve, because that change just happened.
Right, but that's still on their website. It still says Candace Crew. They haven't changed it, so, but I knew her because I couldn't get that other appointment done.
Yeah.
Not good.
Yep.
David.
Move to reappoint David as our representative for North River Sheriff County.
Thanks. But, yes, second. We reappoint David Atkinson as a council representative on the North Newton Chamber of Commerce. Discussion. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Solid waste. Northwest Solid Waste. ID is currently and Matt are alternate.
I'll make a motion to reappoint both.
Second. By Tom, seconded by Nick. To reappoint Heidi as a council representative and Matt as the alternate to the Northwest Solid Waste Board. Discussion. All those in favor of that motion say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion.
Sorry.
Roger Vogel, system.
No, he has stepped down and we have put in place document plan.
I'll have to get with you guys because there's a couple of them that you guys have that we don't have. I did get that. Who took over for Ron?
Doc Mitchell.
Yeah.
So under. The park board. Since Jen Whalen resigned and has a year left, and she's our appointment. I'm gonna appoint someone to replace her, or did we already hire them?
No, we wait. We decided we'd wait until we do the rest of the appointments because they changed this a month ago or make it so that and so we need to fill that.
When I spoke with Howard the other day, he gave me the impression, and I could be confused on this, but that the commissioners had somebody in mind. So I wasn't looking at this paper at that point in time, realized that it was actually a council appointment.
It's your guys' appointment, so.
Some reason I'm thinking that Sarah made a comment about, and it might have been in Jen's resignation letter. that, she was recommended road.
That was talked about, I think, Mike,
So Howard mentioned it was a woman
No.
outside of Kentland where,
Kristen Call,
okay,
Is
does
the
she
name-
live on 41?
Mhm.
Okay,
that's the name that I've heard mentioned.
Mike
Tim
expressly
Myers and I
said.
talked about that, thing. Tim's. But, Tim's on the board, and,
He's in a paid position. He's their event coordinator.
he felt like she would be one that would be active and, ideas. He's worked with her. Fair Board, she ran the, commercial building for several years, she was on the Fair Board. He started running the commercial building, so Tim's recommendation was just to call, I believe this. I'm sure that's,
So the one that just described was on the Fair Board.
he's on Fair Board, and I think that's the name that you probably should say right north of town. Jet West across the river.
yeah, he couldn't think of her name off the top of his head, but that's where he described her living.
Yeah, I put his whole resignation thing, it was fine for her, but he said he didn't want to, right?
That's what I was, I did not talk to them, about it.
He told me
No, but. And I guess I didn't ask. Dan if he had talked with Stephen. I'm not sure, I think he had, but. He's still a lot, and I could put all over in the board, we could get the appointment pending or something, so.
That might be easier, because if you want to agree to the best of things, so I would make that motion to. Just to call to. Resume the position held by Jim Whaley. In the park.
Motion, seconded by David to appoint Christie Tall to finish Jim's term. General's term on the park board. Discussion. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. I could get a hold of Tim. Probably about him. Talk to him. But if you want. Yep.
I'm going to pass.
She's not a. Oh.
It her term doesn't.
Her term's not up. That won't be next year.
No, it says. Well, even the other note says, I don't know. Read that. I'm gonna read them to these perhaps.
Peterborough Board. As. Kristen talked to her, I assume she'll stay on, this was like.
The way I took it, the three she would still like to keep, and yes.
She's done that for us quite well, ever since she left the over here, I bet.
Mhm.
She's good on it.
And she's kept up with all of her certifications and.
That's the one the board has to be made of, you certified, you know, but she is one of them.
Uncertifiable.
I'll make a motion to retain Kristen Bell as the council representative for the Peterborough Board.
Second.
Bushman Matt, seconded by David to take Christine McDowell as the council representative of the Peterborough Board. Discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried.
I'm reading chicken scratch, but I don't think they're done.
We'll get back to.
Morocco Economic Development.
Yeah, patient answer. Yeah, it's not yet. Good news. Make a motion that we reappoint Jason, the Morocco.
I'll second that.
Motion for that, seconded by Heidi to reappoint Jason Cornell to the Napa Economic Development Board as a council representative. Discussion?
He had his chance.
All those in favor of the motion say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried.
I respectfully say too late.
What was the mention? Oh, you
Yeah,
had.
you hadn't answered it
You
yet.
gotta get that fishing guy with the dollar bill, you gotta be faster than that.
Yeah, yeah.
We did cancel it for a minute. So I mentioned it to Tammy that. Well, that, thought we needed to get this on the agenda today. So we procrastinated not get our things in line, but with all the changes, State House. The real final increase for each event. So. On the agenda for discussion. How we gonna proceed with that? Hopefully, Tammy and I talked with. We thought probably it would be a. Big utility needs to be involved to, in our opinions.
Yeah,
Give us some guidance and everything, help us through the process, is. What's the last spots?
Well, they had a. Speaking about Baker Tilly. Had some kind of. Say in this report as far as the. The innkeeper's tax. And I didn't have a chance to. Review and organize our stuff since we got this, what was in here exactly. I'm gonna have to go over it again. And I'm thinking that this is not one of the taxes that we have to go through the state legislation to get passed.
If you do
Correct.
5%.
There's two options to it. There was like a default one that we could just enact, and then if we wanna do something more specific, then we have to get on state legislation.
Okay.
And I don't remember the differences between the two, but there is a option where we can just say do it and.
Yeah. Well, that's the option I'd like to see.
To just do it one.
Yeah.
I agree.
Because, we gotta get something rolling on this, just like we were talking about, because, the longer it sits, it's gonna keep rolling downhill.
Right.
And it'll probably outrun me, so, if we don't do something about it now. But that would be my idea.
I'm not even sure what we have to do though to get it.
Didn't state it.
The Indiana Association of Counties also put a presentation out about this, they think I is not Baker Tilly.
What's your opinion on that? I mean, I don't disagree with David, but.
I'm sorry.
Between AIC and Baker Tilly. And guiding us through all the.
I don't think AIC is gonna send you a bill. Baker and Tilly's gonna send you a bill.
We're gonna get this deal.
I mean, either way,
How are you most comfortable in getting them? All of these addressed and getting started?
I don't have a problem with bringing anybody in from Baker or from AIC. I mean, they're a great organization. We pay dues and everything else. I mean, that's what we're supposed to use them for.
Here, so. We wanna have somebody here in January to
I can see if Dave Potoff,
see if somebody can make it.
not Potoff, Dave Botoff. I'm gonna botch his name. That's all right. He's the president of AIC. I can reach out to David and ask if someone could be here on the 20th to go over these things with you guys.
Give us some guidance on how to even start the procedure.
So in addition to the innkeeper's tax, you talk a wheel tax and event tax or not?
Or if you want to come back and wait till your February 17th, that would be set up for a joint between commissioners and council. I don't know if you want to do that again, if you want to push it off a month instead of trying to January.
Or would this? Merit a special meeting? To,
I would probably do a special meeting then for your 20th.
so concentrate on that, we don't have to do the
Right.
other.
Yeah, nothing else.
And that,
makes sense.
and that way it could be scheduled to their schedule, their availability.
Yeah.
Right.
Find out when they're available and then.
I'll give them ask for 2 or 3 dates and
Now we come down to well, what dates, what dates aren't available for anybody in the near future?
do you want it on all 4 topics?
I think we should, the wheel tax one for sure, cause that's another one that we can default, and if we just get the minimum one implemented, the first year is like $2 million to us,
Yeah.
to the county.
Like if we did the
That we're leaving on the
1250.
table if we don't do something, so I'd like to get that one on sooner than later too.
But I think the lit's pretty important too, isn't it? I mean, we.
Yes, it is.
we've got to
Paintings on the
have-
wall, we have to do something.
Well, we do the lit every year now.
Not like we're gonna have to though, because of all
Changes.
changes,
Yes,
that
we
we're
do.
gonna replace property tax with.
I think the lit now is a twofold deal unless they change it. First, we have to reinstate it.
Mhm.
Cause it basically wiped it for everybody, and then reinstate it and then pick a percent.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure if I understand it right.
You're
I think
correct.
that's correct.
So we need to discuss that with same persons. those
Yes,
three.
because what was it? We just had a webinar on that and I pushed it to you guys and they're supposed to have the recording. Jamie from, she used to be in DLGF and now she moved to AIC. She done a very good or a well presentation and I think it is something you guys need to watch. We're one of 15 counties that we're losing money. We're big time losing money.
We are 1 of 15, so you said.
Yeah.
Like right now, I think it's 230 some thousand. We're missing the boat
Unlit.
and it's only gonna get worse.
Yeah.
I mean, she was not trying to point out, but she did point us out in one of the 15 and it's,
What little I looked through that, cause.
We're gonna make that up though, cause we don't have to advertise in the paper anymore. So that's probably.
Yeah, that's an expensive newspaper. Some of you want to sell.
The way Tammy has listed those on our agenda is kind of the way I think they need to be prioritized like that.
Right, yeah, I wouldn't disagree there, yeah.
and don't ask me how I put them on there. I'm like, Stacy, what?
I think, yeah, I see.
That was great thinking,
The
Tim.
first three. The fourth one, we had a consultant on that event, the event tax.
Well, the event tax is gonna take, if I remember right,
That's the one you gotta go down. I think that's the only option, is it has to get on.
and it's probably not as critical this year because
Right.
what
You-
we intend to use that isn't gonna be up and running.
Right.
Hopefully it is, but I want to be behind them.
No, I agree,
Sure.
but I think if we only have so much time, we've gotta get the others
We
done.
can do this 6 months from now.
You won't collect it anyway this year.
Right.
You got, by the time. Mhm. You won't be able to collect anything this year anyway. You gotta work to get everything in place and it starts for next year. That's why I said it's all for 27.
If we work on it in the 27 legislative session of the state house and they pass it and allow it, it would take effect January 1st, 28. I think for this.
Correct.
Like calendar year.
Yeah,
Correct.
correct.
Yeah, cause we've missed, they're already
And that
in.
would be their first opening day if they meet their 2-year deadline.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine.
But there's a lot to it and reading and getting it and. I mean, these are all new ordinance and
Well, I wonder if there'll be some changes at the State House before we ever get things.
There's a few people I've talked to, they're pressing for the. You know. A lot of counties have already done the heavy lift of getting a lit implemented, so why are you punishing them for that part, like? Put that back if they've already got it in place, and if they want to adjust the percent, fine, but you're asking them to. Do two things again, you know?
I think 26 and 27, everything that they changed. What they were doing in 25, forcing for 26, 27. I think they're writing it out to see where we're gonna end up. So I don't foresee. I think starting in 27, they're gonna look at 28 and 29 to see where we're at and how they change deductions and some to credits and everything, the whole format. So I think you're kind of stuck for the next 2 years with this.
I hope there aren't any major disruptions. That they find in 28 and 29 because of all this change,
There's a few.
the unforeseen circumstances,
There's a few that they didn't think out all the way through, so.
especially something this big.
Yeah.
So you're gonna reach out to them
Mhm.
for some dates. Does anybody have any dates that just plain have one for them to go on there?
If I could avoid January 26th. That would be good.
What day of the week is that?
It's a Monday.
I'm assuming they can do it before March, so.
I hope so, yeah.
I'm gonna see if we can get somebody in January. If not the first week in February, but we'll go.
I'm good with 26 as Heidi, but as in everybody else.
She's
I'm trying
not,
to Avoid the
You're
26th.
trying to avoid it.
Yeah.
Because I got that wrong.
I'm sorry.
the 19th is a holiday. Not saying that they can't, but. It's MLK Day.
On February 18th. We scheduled during the day, permanent board hearing.
Okay. You're good. It's a Wednesday. It's a Wednesday,
Ash Wednesday.
It's holiday,
February 18th.
Ash Wednesday.
Mhm.
For us good Catholics.
That's right.
So the bad Catholics that are gonna be here on the 18th.
We're having a great board meeting.
I'll put it on the count. It's here. Oh, okay. Just
I
coordinate
was
it.
just telling you for your schedule,
Oh, okay.
if you get into February.
At this point in time, I'm open for pretty much everybody. I got some stuff that.
Isn't my birthday this month?
My birthday,
I saw the birthday list the other day. I'm on that. Someone else put it down.
and we missed it, David.
Yeah, last month.
Yeah, the only thing that I absolutely can't make is the 9th of January. I definitely didn't say anything that quick, but that was definitely, yeah.
It's in 3 days.
Exactly.
Yeah, I probably really couldn't get that posted. I can
The
do it.
only day they can come.
Right.
So good. Any other dates that Tammy needs to be aware of?
I don't know how far out you think they're gonna wanna book. I will be gone the February 12th and 13th.
Hopefully.
Okay.
I'll be gone the third week of February. That's,
Vegas trip.
North Carolina, that's it. Not. Vegas in March.
I'm going there though.
That's not, it's in there, though.
Do you have anything else, Tammy? Did you have something, Julie, we just sitting back there the whole time? We should have done.
I just came to confirm who the president was gonna be, that way I can get with him shortly on some equitable sharing things, so.
Oh, you said you do that.
I was getting ready to print some paperwork actually this morning, I'm like, oh boy, this is the organizational meeting, I better come and make sure. Before I put the name down, so,
Sounds like you're stuck with me again.
no problem.
I thought you were here to take care of the explicit content.
Well, that too.
I keep looking.
Right, put my cell phone in airplane mode, so don't worry about me.
But you should have seen how quickly he jumped up to come over and look.
Right? He's like, what are we looking at?
I was just sure that was happening.
Either episode.
Your color is changing, Julie.
Must be hot in that corner.
You believe what you want.
Is there anything else to come before the council today?
I don't think so. If there is, I'll email you.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
That second by Tom to adjourn. Discussion. All those in favor of the motion, say aye. Aye. Opposed? We are adjourned.